Hello friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, if you had told me 5 years ago that I was going to be enjoying certain things that I'm enjoying now, if you had told me that that was going to be the case 5 years ago, I would have said you're out of your mind. You're mistaken. But I am, and I really wish I had done this 5 years ago. Let's go ahead and get into it now. What do you think about this crazy shirt? This is from Joe at Glass Cages. He brought me this tie-dye shirt. We're back in the 60s. At any rate, if you're new to the channel and you like videos about how to keep fish and all that good stuff, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell and the thumbs up, and that will tell YouTube that something good is going on and encourage YouTube to put the channel in front of other fish keepers, and it'll also keep you informed when new videos are uploaded. So if you've done that already, thank you so much. If you haven't, thank you for doing it. So let's get into it here. What am I talking about? Diversity. I think diversity has really given me a sort of a whole new feel to the hobby. And don't get me wrong, I am and will no doubt always be a hardcore African cichlid guy. I mean, that's really how this whole channel got going, and I never see myself really diverting from that. But it's added a whole different shade to introduce first the South and Central American cichlids. That's been just a blast finding out about them and learning about them and enjoying their unique behavior, their colors, things of that nature. And then, again, if you had told me a few years ago I would be doing this, I would have said, no, that's not going to happen. Enjoying some real subtle things, such as a snail, you know, actually getting some joy from watching, Gary the mystery snail or the pagoda snail or snails like this, or enjoying a betta, a betta fish. I mean, there was a part of me that looked at bettas as, well, these are sort of an introductory fish or a sort of a gimmicky fish or something like that. And I would have never thought that I would own one and actually enjoy it so much. Plants. I mean, plants are, they were just never on the radar for me because, of course, my attempt at keeping them, you can see my video entitled The Truth About Live Plants in an African Cichlid Tank. My experiment that I conducted and cost me over $100 proved to me that plants are next to impossible with African cichlids. So I just wrote them off. I just figured, look, I'll never have a planted tank. But getting back into the care of plants, getting into the care of smaller community tank fish, and keeping a betta and having snails and the diversity of other types of fish have really helped to kind of keep the spark there for me. I highly recommend it. And I know that for some of you, space limitations, time, budget, there are a lot of reasons why you have to really stay on one species, one tank. I get it. I totally get it. And when I first started off, getting back into fish, it was a 29-gallon tank. I mean, that's what I had, and that's all I could have because of just how things were set up. So I totally get that. If you can, consider getting into something that you're vaguely familiar with or not familiar with at all, and go through the paces of having to learn about it. And I guarantee you it's going to add some fun. You might have some setbacks, like when you learn anything new, right? You might have some things that don't go quite right, but that's all part of that learning curve that we all go through in the keeping of any kind of fish. But I highly encourage you to consider diversity as part of your fish keeping, and I wish I had done it years ago. I really do. So At any rate, that's my message. It's short and sweet. Consider adding something very different to what you're currently doing. If you've done that, comment below. Let me know why you did it, what you did it with, and also what the outcome was. How did it go for you? And if you're considering doing it, also tell me below. And what do you consider? What are you considering? What are you considering adding? You're gonna be getting into apistos. Are you gonna be getting into planted tanks? Are you considering African cichlids? Perhaps South American cichlids or community tank? You want to keep turtles, frogs, snails, a variety of plecos. I mean, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. That's it for me. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you on Saturday for the Cichlids and Coffee live stream. We get into a lot of fun there and discuss topics like this and a whole lot of other stuff based on the questions that you ask during the live stream. Big shout out to my Patreon members. If you'd like to support the channel on a monthly basis for as little as $3, there's $3 on up, but for as little as $3, consider becoming a member of the Garage Gang and a Patreon supporter of the channel, of the Garage Gang. Help to build out the garage fish room. All right, thank you, my friends. You are appreciated. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.